cannot kick off a new year, of course, without talking about Major League Rugby because it is coming round the corner. And there's been some big signings and some trades that have happened over the last few months and even up to the very day that we're recording this episode. There's some big news, none more so than at Rugby LA. They have been signing some gems. The likes of Billy Meakes, Christian Lealiifano, the Australian and Samoan international, Meakes Fianga, coming from Argentine. He'd been in MLR with DC, the USA Eagle hooker international. He also comes to California. And then Reece McDonald, the Duracell bunny at the back, the absolute ankle breaker that is Reece McDonald, moved from Free Jacks to LA. Corbs, how are you feeling about your California neighbours? They are going to be tasty this year.
Yeah, well, Adam Fryer and Steve Boyles ain't pulling any punches. And yeah, those Cali Cup games are going to be spicy this year. So, congratulations, some amazing signings. I'd expect nothing less for the likes of the guys involved. And I think, for SoCal Rugby, it's a win for the fans that we get two of the better sides in the competition, close enough that fans can go to both home and away games. Really exciting stuff. And LA, bring it on. Let's go.
Let's get through some other really, really interesting signings we haven't really talked about over the last couple of months. Forgive us. But Free Jacks losing Reece McDonald, they then gained Geronimo Gomez-Barra. We waxed lyrical about that man playing for Dallas. The back rower is superb. Very much, I thought, like an MVP of last season.
Yeah, he was one of the absolute standouts in a very, impressive back row in Dallas as well. He still really stood out, and his versatility to play in the row when they had injuries in the playoffs, he really showed he was the heartbeat of that side.
Let's talk about quickly a couple of scrum halves. One that's going to Nola Gold. Well done, Danny Lee, the new head coach there. He's putting a really good squad together. Ruben De Haas, the USA Eagle, makes his way to Louisiana. He did play in MLR for Austin a few years ago. He's obviously then played his trade at Saracens, at the Cheetahs. He actually had a really good November tour as well. That's going to be interesting. And then double barrel that up with, we actually forgot to mention, Richard Judd is back in Major League Rugby. He was like an MVP in 2023 for the Legion. Corbs, those are two very high quality scrum halves.
Absolutely. Well, let's start with Ruben De Haas first. Huge pickup for Nola Gold to get him into the competition. Also love the fact he's playing with Luke Carty there, another Eagle, so you get that 9-10 partnership. And yeah, really exciting stuff. And then you've got Richard Judd coming back for San Diego Legion. You hit the nail on the head. Probably, for me, the player in the 2023 season, but definitely the player for Legion, and what was a very successful season getting to the final. Obviously rewarded going on and playing Super Rugby last year. Fantastic that he's coming back, committing to San Diego, and really excited to see what he does in that 9 jersey.
The last new face that I'm going to talk about is a buddy of mine, in Ollie Devoto, the England international, formerly of Exeter Chiefs. He is now going to Chicago Hounds, replacing Billy Meakes, joining the new head coach, Chris Latham. That's going to be a really interesting Hounds side who I only think are going to get better and better. Just missed out on the final last year. Could that be a big signing for them to push them up again?
Huge signing. And I think obviously Devoto, his quality speaks for himself, and Premiership and International. And I think as well, he really replaces Billy Meakes very well. Yeah. Both sort of the big sort of centers, but have the distribution skills as well. And so that all-court game to facilitate the way they want to play. And so for me, great pickup from them. And then, Latham, what else do you want to say?
It's going to be a great
Key
coach
part of Seattle last year. His playing career speaks for himself. He's coached at the MLI even before that, coached at other high-level environments. Fantastic pickup. And, the Hounds in a bit of a change year with some of their coaching staff and everything. Huge, exciting prospect, them coming out in the East now.